Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you'd been paying any attention at all to the digital landscape lately, you probably already know the hard truth. The easy SEO wins, yeah, they're gone. We are literally no longer playing by the old rules of search. So today, we are diving headfirst into exactly what the new frontier of digital marketing looks like for 2026. We're talking about a world where AI chatbots are essentially the new search engines, and genuine community is your absolute best defense against algorithmic chaos.
Okay, let's look at our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover Google's AI spam crackdown, then the community content solution, the power of AI citations, tracking your AI share, the paid newsletter boom, and finally, the next steps for your strategy.
Let's get right to it. Section 1. Google's AI spam crackdown, Google's new rules. To really understand where we're going, we've got to look at what Google did on June 24, 2026. They rolled out a massive global spam update specifically to sharpen SpamBrain, which, if you don't know, is their AI-based spam detection system. And wow, this just brilliantly illustrates the new reality we're living in. If you've been leaning into aggressive AI tactics, you need to be really careful. In the past, we thought of spam as just classic link schemes or keyword stuffing, right? But now, attempting to manipulate AI overviews carries the exact same demotion risk as classic link spam. Google has officially closed that gap. If you try to artificially game an AI answer, you are going to get hit just as hard as if you bought 1,000 shady backlinks. No joke.
Moving on to Section 2, the Community Content Solution, Building with Audience.
So, if manipulation is completely off the table, what is the safe path forward? Well, since AI manipulation is so dangerous now, earning mentions from trusted creators in your community is basically your safest long-term haven. As SEO expert Aaron Simmons points out, you need to build content with your audience, not just for them. And there are two main ways you can earn this crucial visibility. First, we've got prompted content. These are your direct asks with a really obvious payoff. Think collaborative webinars, expert roundups, or guest posts on your site. Then you've got unprompted content. You earn this through genuine, consistent participation in the spaces where your audience is already hanging out naturally, like niche Slack groups or industry LinkedIn threads. You aren't just broadcasting here, you're actually participating. And guess what? When AI looks for who to trust, it's looking closely at these exact, genuine community signals.
Which brings us to Section 3, the power of AI citations, driving real traffic.
Earning mentions from your community is awesome, but what happens when an AI actually decides to recommend you? According to some fresh data from SimilarWeb, getting recommended by an AI assistant is driving massive, tangible engagement. If you're one of those people who think AI chats don't drive real traffic, you need to look at this number. Brands recommended by ChatGPT are 2.5 times more likely to get a visit than a competitor who wasn't mentioned in that exact same prompt. 2.5 times. That is a staggering competitive advantage, simply for being the brand the AI decided to name drop.
Now, what's really fascinating here is exactly how that traffic arrives. It doesn't all come from a simple direct click within the chatbot interface itself. Actually, a remarkable 55.9% of that AI-influenced traffic arrives because people type your brand name into Google right after ChatGPT mentions you. Think about that for a second. They get the recommendation from the AI, they open a brand new tab, and they search for you directly. This is huge because it means if you aren't dominating your own branded search results, you might literally be losing AI-generated leads right at the finish line to a competitor's targeted ad.
And let's talk about the quality of this traffic, because this is where the payoff really becomes undeniable. These visitors are highly qualified. AI-referred visitors are spending almost double the time on site. We're talking 11.8 minutes compared to just 5.6 minutes for everyone else. Plus, they're viewing twice as many pages. Why is that? Well, it's because the AI has already done the heavy lifting of narrowing down their choices for them. By the time they hit your site, they aren't just casually browsing, they are confirming. They are ready to act. Bottom line, AI citations are pure gold.
Section 4, Tracking AI Share, Bing Webmaster Tools.
Okay, so now that we've established that AI recommendations are incredibly valuable, we actually need a way to measure them. Thankfully, Bing Webmaster Tools just released a brand new dashboard specifically designed to do exactly that. It's got 4 key features. First up, you can classify the intents behind your citations. Are people getting your link during commercial research, or is it just informational? Second, Topics allows you to group queries by broad themes, which perfectly matches how AI systems actually reason. Third, Citation Share lets you track your exact percentage of visibility against all sources for a specific query. And finally, Compare lets you overlay trends so you can see how your visibility is shifting over time. It's a game changer. You are no longer flying blind. You can finally measure your true AI footprint.
All right, Section 5, the paid newsletter boom, owning your audience. Tracking your visibility across AI and search is a great first step. But in an era where algorithms can literally change overnight, moving that audience into a reliable, owned channel, like a paid newsletter, is your ultimate safety net. We have some incredible first-party data from the newsletter platform Beehive projecting that paid newsletter subscription revenue is going to hit a massive $35 million in 2026. That is up 138% from last year. It proves that people are absolutely willing to pay directly for curated, trusted voices to land right in their inbox.
However, before you go rushing off to launch your paid tier, you need to know that retention swings wildly depending on your category. For example, food and drink readers are incredibly loyal. They stick around for an average of 20 months. But look down at the AI sector. AI newsletters churn incredibly fast, at a staggering 13.33% every single month. Why is that? Mostly because free AI content just keeps rapidly improving underneath them, making it really hard to justify a paid subscription just to get AI news. So the lesson here? Know your niche, understand your audience's behavior, and provide real value that a free chatbot simply can't replicate.
And finally, Section 6, next strategy steps, navigating 2026.
So what does this massive shift in discovery and audience monetization actually mean for you right now? As noted by HighDegree Marketing, the biggest takeaway from all these platform updates is pretty simple. The easy wins are gone. Earning true visibility today requires rolling up your sleeves and showing up consistently for your community. It requires genuine, authentic participation, not just blasting out broadcast marketing.
So I've got to ask you, how are you navigating this new landscape? With AI actively shaping how people search, spam rules getting significantly tighter around generated answers, and paid newsletters absolutely booming as a safe harbor, how are you adjusting your strategy to thrive in 2026? Are you still relying on those old SEO tactics that could get you penalized, or are you actively putting in the work to become the trusted entity that an AI naturally wants to recommend?
Well, here is your game plan. You need to master the new frontier of search by earning real community mentions. You must track your AI citations effectively using the new tools we talked about. And most importantly, you need to funnel all that attention into building an owned audience, like a newsletter that algorithms simply cannot take away from you. To put these exact strategies into practice and ensure you're capturing the audience you truly deserve, visit serplabseo.com today and start mastering this new frontier. So I'll leave you with this final thought. In a world where AI gives absolutely everyone the exact same instant answers, is your brand's unique voice strong enough to be the one it actually cites by name? Think about it. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.